Okay, this video on the sumo deadlift, the dumbbell sumo deadlift, it'll be a little more step by step. So first thing, grab the head of a dumbbell. See how my hands are around the head? That's how you'll grab a dumbbell. Next step from there, move your feet wider than shoulder width apart. So one way you can look at it is about 6 inches wider each foot from where your feet would normally be. And then if you feel like that's too wide or too close, you can use your own judgment. Just think as somewhere to start, about 6 inches wider than your normal stance. So that's 6 inches each leg. So here, that's what I'm doing, setting my feet wider than shoulder width. You'll also want your toes pointed out. So look how out my toes are. That's good. We want that. Okay. So I'm holding the head of that dumbbell. The next step, just like any squat or deadlift, I'm going to move on my hips first and then bring the dumbbell down to the ground. Moving on my hips first, bring the dumbbell down. So all you have to do, let the head of that dumbbell touch the ground. And what's hard to do right now and what you have to work on is keeping those knees really pushed out. Really push those knees out. You're going to have to squeeze your butt. You're going to have to use the muscles on your outer thighs in order to do this. Okay? This is really important. This exercise is supposed to hit the glutes a little bit more, and this is partially why. So pushing those knees out is important for doing the movement correctly and also to get the goal out of doing this movement. Yep, so that's my knees in. You don't want to let that happen. Pushing those knees out. So on the way up, you're driving your chest up while squeezing your glutes. Okay, you're also still pushing those knees out. So think knees out, chest up, squeeze your butt. That's the most important. Those are the most important things to think of while doing this. Okay. Now from the side view, you'll see I'm moving my hips first. Hips going back first. I'm bringing it down to the ground. Because I'm in this sumo stance, you'll see I'll be able to keep my chest a little more upright. You should still have barely of an angle, not much of one. Still barely of an angle. Less than the angle I would have for a squat or a normal deadlift. That's okay. Bring the head of that dumbbell to the ground. So my shoulders are still over top of that dumbbell, right? So don't let your shoulders be behind the dumbbell at an angle like that. Don't want that. It should be over top. I'm just standing up straight, squeezing my butt at the top. Bam. So standing up straight, squeezing my butt at the top. Something to avoid, don't hyperextend. So all you have to do is stand up straight. That's a hyperextension. That's a no-no. So this will crimp on your back. Not very good. And you might not even be engaging your glutes. It is possible to do this without engaging your glutes. So you might just be compromising your lower back and not getting what you want out of the exercise. All you need to do is stand up straight. Stand up straight. Squeeze your butt. So I'm starting to do that hyperextension. Don't do that hyperextension. That's bad. There's a good rep. Okay, so that's the dumbbell sumo deadlift.